Is AI going to replace real authors? Let's discuss. Coming at you from my car because it is currently 88 degrees outside and this is the only place I can record that has air conditioning. So here we are. The idea behind this video was inspired by some of the drama that's been happening in the book world for a couple months now. And if you haven't heard of Dani Francis and the Silver Elite, I think is what it's called, drama, basically, here's the lowdown. A couple months ago, this author just pops up on the internet, named Dani Francis. They don't have photos of themselves, they don't have an online presence, nothing. Just suddenly, one day, an Instagram account with some pictures of their upcoming book, etc. And people are like, okay, it's a pen name. People do that. Maybe it's a famous author that wants to break into a different industry, a different genre. Maybe it's a celebrity who doesn't want their name attached. It could be anything. Fast forward a couple months, and some new ideas and evidence and things have been coming out that has other people on the internet theorizing that Dani Francis is a pen name for the publisher that is putting out the book. In other words, this publisher used AI to write a book and is using Dani Francis as the author name to put it out into the world. Whether or not you believe these theories, some of them are wilder than others, they do raise interesting topics and interesting things that we should be discussing. So let's talk about it, because the people who are theorizing this think that Silver Elite is this publishing house's sort of test run to see if AI-generated books could succeed on the market. Now, if this is true, I think the publishing house is asking the wrong question, because AI is a call and response machine. Like, we've programmed it to do what we ask it, and if you give it good enough directions, it can create a good enough book. So the question isn't, can an AI-written product succeed on the market? The question is, can AI as an author succeed on the market? Which brings us to the real question, will AI replace real authors? Now, as a real author, I want to say, absolutely not. We will forever have a place. But I'm also, as a real author, a little scared, because if these publishing houses take that as the green flag to go for AI, then the primary employer of authors is disappearing. And that's dangerous. Now, there is the other side of this that says that anytime a new technology is invented, people are going to be displaced. This trend has been happening for as long as we've had innovation. Look at the Industrial Revolution. People who were working small-time seamstresses were losing their jobs to these industrialized factories. If you look at when the smartphone was invented, suddenly the telephone operators lost their job. When the computer was invented, literal human computers lost their jobs. When we invent new technology as humans, people lose their jobs. That's just the unfortunate fact. But coming from an author perspective, seeing that looming trend and seeing that you might be on the receiving end of that looming trend can be pretty scary. It can be really scary. We are also in a phase, as with historically every new invention, where the invention exists without regulation. And we are currently in the lawless Wild West of AI, but I am hopeful that we are on the tipping point of an era of regulated artificial intelligence. Meaning, if publishers are going to put a book onto the market that is AI written, there will be laws stating that they have to call it what it is. Call me an optimist, but I truly believe that when humans are given the choice between reading something that is AI and reading something that is not, they will choose to read something that is created by real human hands and a real human brain. So the truth is, the answer to my question, is AI going to replace authors? I think it's no. I think AI is not going anywhere, but I also don't think authors are going anywhere. So yeah. This video started off on a little more of a fatalistic note, but I think it's ending more hopeful, which is good. I'll be honest, at the start of recording, I didn't know where I stood on whether or not AI was going to destroy the book world. And AI art's a whole other issue. We're not getting into that today. So yeah, that's it. If you have thoughts of your own, first of all, let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you guys think. Even if they are more fatalistic, or maybe you are so pro AI, tell me in the comments. Let's talk. But if you enjoyed this quick discussion, if it made you feel a little hopeful, please hit like and subscribe. It really helps me bring more bookish discussions to your dashboard. And ciao. Okay. Said, I think that the publishing house, if this is true, I need people to stop existing and stop walking and driving by. But welcome to Cat Talk. I feel like no one remembers that show.